I'd like to start talking about, well, it's a 6-inch meaty thing that once it's finished, it leaves a very nasty, lingering, salty taste in the mouth. It's something that loads of nerdy girls really crave. Of course, I'm talking about a Greggs sausage roll here. I mean, people that think that Greggs the baker was good, I think it was cunts. I mean, no, it's not. It's just a fast food shop for like Neds and mind cripples. I mean, reckon that in Greggs you get a healthy alternative to lunchtime from other fast food outlets, but not really. I mean, a Greggs sausage roll contains about 1.5 times the calories in the same amount of fat as a Big Mac does. I mean, just think about that next time that it's spastic chin covered pastry. Then, of course, they take all of it. But I mean, so they do sandwiches as well. But yeah, but I mean, they get about the same amount of calories as a Big Mac as well when you look into it. I mean, you can drink as much cranberry juice as you like, but if there's that cyanide in it's still going to poison you. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like sausage rolls. I mean, back before Greggs resembled Jordan's legs, which is widespread and full of yeast. It's much more simple and sort of humble choice for lunchtime. You know, it's just about 30p for a wee sausage roll. But then, of course, they open more stores and then they increase the prices. Not in the line with any kind of inflation, but just in the line with corporate greed, basically. And then, obviously, from that sort of the quality of the product, well, I mean, faster than non-supervised Harvey prices, in my opinion. Then they did what all bastards of business need to do it, is that they plowed all the money into the marketing. And who did they see sort of the perfect face for Greggs? It'd be the host of a fatuous prime-time TV dating show, and Peter Kay's retarded sidekick, Paddy McGuinness. I mean, he's like the populistic choice, so like the X Factor voting, heat reading, Peter Andre book club cunts of society that we see every morning. Jeremy Kyle look for DNA tests of our waves that are called things like Cumshot and Bukkake. Wanting to get married or the allure of another slobby ring can maybe a Greggs with a reception, which they do offer, by the way. But then a lot of while ago I've seen that Greggs are actually sending their sausage rolls in Iceland. I was wondering what kind of married up this kind of partnership. So I was starting to think what kind of Iceland meant to me, and all I could think of was like corrupt bankers, mental volcanoes going off, stop me Neds getting back to do their Sky TV sales jobs, and cokehead junkies doing adverts for them. So I thought, yeah, that's the perfect marriage sort of corporate greed and Ned culture, so they should go for it. I mean, now the most famous MSG isn't an arena in New York. It's sitting in Iceland's fridge like a coronary waiting to be defrosted and then heated up again in a shitty oven. Just basically, that's all that Greggs do anyway. I mean, if they can call themselves a baker, then I should be able to call myself a doctor because I once cut my thumb and put a plaster on it. There's also the kind of times that they're opening up at nowadays. I mean, I couldn't believe it the last time. I mean, traditional real bakers kind of open at around about 4 AM or whatever for the workers. But I mean, these guys are sort of closing at 4 AM for a bunch of wankers. I mean, I was truly sick from my stomach when I actually seen them opening at that time, which was quite surprising considering just 15 minutes earlier I'd murdered and mutilated a prostitute. Now, it kind of got me thinking, I'm a fan of murder, mutilation, prostitutes over there, but it kind of got me thinking that whether it was just sort of ubiquity influencing the masses when it came to Greggs. But I did find that there's actually something called Greggs syndrome. And I'm not making this up, you can look it up if you want. It's something that's passed on from like mother to baby. Some of the symptoms include sort of mental retardation and heart disease. As I say, you can look all this stuff up, but I mean, there's absolutely no surprise when you see sort of these little kids getting pushed through in their prams through all these kind of shopping precincts with a sort of pastry pacifier stuck in their mouth, sort of calling out for another fucking Hello Kitty thing or whatever, which is another little ubiquitous bitch that I'd like to go on to, but maybe some other time, get lots of things to say about that. But yeah, I'm just basically a bit of an angry cunt here, just sort of professing to tell you guys what it's like to be an angry cunt. The Greggs does really sort of get me going. I'd just like to thank you all for listening anyway. I have been a bit like a vicar here, sort of giving sermon. I mean, I've not passed around any collection plate, I've not made you sort of sing any deistically kind of pleasing songs. Although I do have a kind of tendency to bugger young boys. So I think I'll just end it there. Thank you very much, don't see you again.